This video concerns itself with reading from a file in C++. So keep in mind that we've already created a file and put some data in it. The data we put in, I believe, is Steve, Mark, and Sally. And there's a backslash in, or there's a new line after each of those. Steve, new line, Mark, new line, and Sally, new line. Anyway, to read data from a file that already exists, pound includes string, pound includes IOStream, and pound include FStream. That's for the file, the FStream. And then I create an object of IFStream, and I call that object input file. And I'm going to create a name object or a name variable of type string. I open up the file that I've called sample.txt, and now I read data from the file into the variable name. So this puts the first piece of data, Steve, in the name. Then I'm going to display Steve on the monitor. Now I'm going to read the second piece of data. I believe this is Mark. Mark will be put into the variable name, and now I'm going to display name on the monitor. Now I'm going to read the third piece of data, okay, Sally, and Sally goes into name. Now I'm going to display Sally on the monitor, and then it's going to say on the monitor, done reading the file. Now why does it read Steve and stop after the E in Steve and not read Mark when it attempts to do this? Remember in the file, the contents of the file really looks like this. Steve, new line, Mark, new line, Sally. The new line is actually a white space character. So when I say up here input file greater than name, the file reader stops at the white space character and it says, hey, all I'm going to read is STEVE. So these are really delimiters. Okay, those are really delimiters. Now, this is the contents of the file, but if you open the file and you look at the file on your monitor, you're going to see this. Now, what will our output look like? Our output on the screen will look like Steve, Mark, and Sally, and done reading the file. Okay, very similar to writing data to the file.